Can you name any women working in regional theater? Today, we're going to learn about three of the most influential who got it all started. Welcome to Theater History Thursdays. You may have heard of the regional theater movement when smaller cities had their own art scene, but did you know that many of these theaters were started by women? The first was founded by Margot Jones in 1947 in Dallas. Jones was a prominent theater practitioner throughout the 1930s and the 1940s. She directed a monstrously successful production of The Glass Menagerie on Broadway, which allowed her to take a step toward her dream of running a repertory theater outside of New York. For 8 years, Jones balanced her career between Broadway and Theater 47, the first professional arena theater or theater in the round in the country. That same year, Nina Vance founded the Alley Theater in Houston. After studying at Columbia University and the University of Southern California, she moved back to her hometown to become a teacher. She taught in many places, including a Jewish community center where she began directing plays. Vance and some friends decided to start a theater group, which became the Alley Theater. In 1968, the Alley moved to its present home and is now one of the nation's leading regional repertory theaters. Vance won many awards and honors, including serving on President Kennedy's advisory committee to the National Cultural Center, now the Kennedy Center for Performing Arts. She was also the only woman to serve on the U.S. Commission on International Education and Cultural Affairs. After Vance died in 1980, the Alley Theater was officially renamed the Nina Vance Alley Theater in her honor. Another trailblazer was Zelda Fichandler, who with her husband, Tom Fichandler, and Edward Magnum founded Washington, D.C.'s Arena Stage in 1950. It was notable for being one of the first theaters in Washington, D.C. to welcome racially integrated audiences. Fichandler served as artistic director for 40 years until her retirement. Fichandler directed many plays at Arena Stage. Several of her productions toured internationally, and her interracial production of The Great White Hope was the first ever regional theater production to move to Broadway. She received many awards and was the first artistic leader outside of New York to be inducted into the American Theater Hall of Fame in 1999. These are just a few of the women who started the regional theater movement. Many more were starting companies all over the country, like Mary Woodrick John, who founded the Milwaukee Repertory Theater. The next time you see a show outside of NYC, just know a woman probably paved the way. Despite the reality of women's role in inventing regional theater, they are still greatly underrepresented in positions of authority at many of these same theaters. For decades, artistic and managing directors were predominantly white men who influenced the choices of plays that regional theater audiences would attend, also mostly by white male playwrights. And while the situation has improved somewhat over the last decade, we've still got a long way to go. Our Women's Work Project has spent over 20 years changing that equation. That's it for Women of the Regional Theater Movement. Stay tuned for more theater history with new perspectives.